When was the first time you met Dave Chapman?
Well, I've seen him play a lot of times when I was coming up as a junior at 14, 15, 16. But I remember the first times that I actually got to meet him and talk to him was in one of his camps, the Vegas camps. He actually raised the money for me to go out there and learn from him and from, I think, Emmett, Fred, a bunch of the other pro players. So that's the first time I got to actually be there, interact with him, get to know him on a more personal level. And he was just a hilarious guy, very intense, very intelligent about handball, and just had a great time.
If you could think of like 3 words to describe him, what would they be?
Oh man, he's a competitive. I mean, I think that's everybody's thoughts on him. He's the ultimate competitor. He's funny, and he's just a cool dude. He was a cool dude, and we're greatly gonna miss him.
Yeah, I know everyone says he was just extremely funny, made them laugh, and he always laughed. What was it about him? Can you think of something funny that he did? I know when other people say it's never near as funny as when the true person does it, but can you think of something that made him funny or kind of a sense of humor?
Well, we had a little inside thing. I remember we were with Luis and Danny Cordoba, and we were talking about certain like sign language, like certain meanings that you do with your hands. So I remember I showed him it's not appropriate, but I showed him something with my hands that meant something else, and he had this little giggle about him that I think everybody that knew him knows what it is, that little Chapman giggle, like hee hee, and he just started laughing. So every time from far away I'd see him in his matches or somewhere on a little break, and if he caught me by the eye, I would do my little hand motion, and he'd always just kind of give me a little giggle. So it was just a cool little thing to remember.
What do you think he brought to the world of handball?
He brought just a completely different style from what we have now. Right now our game is about power and hard serves and just hard hitters. He brought the finesse game to the game. He brought a lot of intelligence. He brought the defensive game. He took it to a whole new level with defense. He's the guy that turned defense into offense better than any other player in this tour.
Thank you, Abraham.
Yep, you got it.